And I figured when I go on tour, it won't feel like I'm being pulled away from the book. There'll be things in that world. And I realized, you know, it's an awful genre, rock genre. It's not a genre I would ever read a book of. Yeah, I've only read one book on the rock genre that was good, Daisy Jones and the Six, which I thought was really good, entertaining, took me through it, you know. But so, you know, some of my friends are like, I don't read rock genre books. I was like, I don't either. But it's the world I knew, and I also felt no one's really written about it from the inside, and in a way that I can believe. And so I suddenly realized that some of the writing, I'd read it to the group, say, and I'd say, I'm thinking of cutting this out. And they'd say, no, we don't know about this stuff. We don't know what it's like to be on a tour bus with a load of pirates. You know, it's like, it's interesting. Give us the detail. So I started allowing that to come in more and more, even though it's not a genre. You know, it's like, I say I don't like political lyrics, but I write some political lyrics. So go figure. You follow your nose and you end up with what you get. So yeah, the facing a hostile crowd definitely came from Lollapalooza, where we were playing to a Tool and Korn audience on a daily basis.
Can you picture that? No.
And it was fun. Cool. And yeah, it was wild. It was cool, Tool, Snoop Dogg, Tricky, Prodigy, and us. And we would come on, and they would immediately be going faggots and screaming abuse at us. And it was like, I was in a neck brace. I'd ruptured 2 discs in my neck, and you blew on me. I was in hospital, and the band were in a terrible state. We were stuck in this tour because we cancelled one because of my neck. If we cancelled 2, you don't get insurance again. So we had to do the tour, 6 weeks around America, 20,000 Tool and Korn fans. And so after the 3rd gig, I went out in the auditorium and I found these stalls where they had these mirrorball shirts, lavender, pink, mirrorball little dresses. I went back to the band and went, let's buy all these and let's go on and really stir them up so we were ready. So we thought, if they're going to call us faggots, we're going to have fun. So we would dress to the nines, and they call, and I go, I appreciate the fact you're attracted to me enough to inquire about the nature of my sexuality. And Saul would be in a little miniskirt every night, pointing and going, I want you to suck my cock. And we'd stir them up like crazy. And it would be like, and then after 2 weeks, and you know, it's all on big screens. There's a guy on the front row and he's screaming abuse. And these people were screaming abuse at us. They hated us. And I'm like, fuck this. And I get off the stage and I jump over the barrier and I go up to him. And I'm singing Sit Down to him, actually. And we're on the big screen, the cameras have gone on him, and he's suddenly going, ooh, I'm on the screen. And he's looking at me, and I'm not coming with any hostility, I'm just singing him a song. And I've got a neck brace on, cowboy hat, sparkly top.
Perfect song.
And at the end of the song, he goes like this, and I lean forward and he says, will you give me a hug? And I give him a hug, and I look up the rows of people going, fucking asshole. And I think, right. And I start walking, go walkabout. Next row was 5 people screaming abuse. And then 4 of them realized the cameras were coming and sat down quickly. And the one guy thinks he's got backup and he's really going for me. And he turns around, his mates are all sat down and he's on the screen. And he's like, and he's like, would you like some beer? And I got some drugs. He brings out drugs. Anything to fuck off, you know. Yeah. And I carry on singing, and then she shakes my hand, and so every day I'd go out and walk about for at least 2 songs, just walk around. I didn't get punched. I'd go and sit in their laps. And if I didn't go out, one day I went out with a little edge, and the guy squared up to me. That's the only moment where it looked like it could go wrong. And I immediately went whoop, back in, just sing to him, you know. Yeah. And it was amazing experience. That was really a great experience for me. At the end of the Lollapalooza, Korn came up and said, "You're our favourite band. We watch you every day. would you come on tour with us? He said, no, I think we're done.
You said